Hey guys, so a lot of you have been messaging me, asking me what I think of the new reverse retro jerseys. Some of them I love, some of them I hate, some of them are just kind of meh, whatever. So I want to talk about some of the winners and the losers. So first of all, the winners are any of the guys wearing these, and the losers are guys like me complaining about them. So here we go. St. Louis Blues, first of all, I'm wearing my retro from last season, my retro Blues jersey from the 90s, the Gretzky style. I didn't hate what they did. They did a red sweater, basically just reverse of this. Red isn't a dominant Blues color, but I kind of liked it. LA Kings, really liked theirs. So it was pretty cool. Vancouver's was decent. My favorite out of the East had to have been Washington. Really like what they did there, using their new colors with their old late 90s logo. Really like that. I was hoping Buffalo would do the same, but I kind of like what they did too. There were a few others that they were kind of almost there. I felt Minnesota, I really like what they did with the old colors. I felt a little bit of black would have really made it pop, kind of like the 80s and 90s, late 80s, early 90s North Stars when they added the black at the end. Just makes it pop a little bit better. The Islanders were kind of one of the losers in this one. I actually really like the sweater they came up with, but it's basically just an Islanders jersey. I think they moved the white stripe to the top and the orange one to the bottom, or vice versa. Thought they could have been a little bit more creative than that. The worst one had to have been the Red Wings. I don't know what they were thinking. It's like they just kind of half finished it and didn't get that done in time. Don't like seeing gray on there. I guess Toronto and Detroit are two of the teams with only one color and then white. So I guess it's hard to reverse that because that's basically their road and home jerseys. But while we're on the subject, what was Toronto thinking? I was so glad to see the 70 to 92 sweater come back. I was really hoping they would do that. And again, so they had to use gray, whatever. That's okay too. But the logo, what were they thinking? It's basically the Team Canada logo, or like the Canadian Maple Leaf, which they used in 67 to 70, I think it was. But it just didn't look good. It really reminded me of one of those cheap Chinese knockoff jerseys that they have. It looked like a kid designed it. It's huge. If I saw it on eBay, I would think it was a fake and just keep on scrolling. So that one kind of missed the mark for me. The Predators, it was just kind of, whatever. I didn't mind it. Really like what the Lightning did. Like what the Panthers did, even though it's kind of been done before, because after they left the red, they went to blue anyway. Who else was there? There was the Blackhawks. It was okay. The Jets, the predominant gray. I feel like they really missed an opportunity. They could have done like the 90s style Jets jersey with maybe predominantly red. I think would look really cool. But hey, I'm not designing these things. I can't even remember what San Jose's looked like. The Ducks. So I don't have a problem with them doing Wild Wing, except for the fact that I hated Wild Wing to begin with. When I was a kid, I think it was like 11 when that came out. I always hated it. I don't like anything that doesn't have just a regular logo. It just kind of had the screen printing all the way up the sweater. Not a big fan of that, but a lot of people like that. Who was the other one I really liked? The Hurricanes. Kind of like what they did with the Whalers. It's more of a nod to the 90s Whalers instead of what they did last time with the 80s Whalers. So I kind of like that. Can get behind that. New Jersey's was okay. The Rangers, I'm glad to see the Statue of Liberty back, but I just feel like they just didn't put the time into it. I felt like it didn't look quite as good as what it could have looked, but that's all right. One of the clear winners for me was definitely the Avalanche, coming out with the Quebec Nordiques logo. I've been hoping they'd do that for years. So they kept the colors, but they've got the fleur-de-lis on the shoulder, and they've got the igloo in the end. That iconic logo on the crest. So I think that's pretty cool. That covers most of the teams. VGK, I like what they did. It was pretty cool. Not a huge fan of the Coyotes, but hey, we're not going to like all of them, right? I think anything was an improvement for the Canadians. I never liked their sweater to begin with, but hey, I'm not a Habs fan. Anyway, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Let me know.